Welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, I'm Leanne and I'm an illustrator and founder of Frame Your World Co. I'm also the host of the Creative and Curious Club podcast, and I thought it'd be a good time to sit down and have a chat. So, turning 40 a few months ago seemed to give me an opportunity to be reflective in thinking about who I am today, who I want to be and where I want to go. And for the last 14 years I've worked in various roles in different industries in marketing, and for the last 9 years, it'll be 10 years next year, I have been building a illustrated prints and gift business called Frame Your World Co. on the side whilst I've been working, and it's been a journey. I wouldn't trade it for the world because Frame Your World feels like a baby. I love it. It's been the way that I've been able to create and express and gift others with inspiration. Turning 40, I realised that there is some things that have worked well over that time and some things that haven't worked as well. I probably at times haven't taken enough time to sit and think about the things that have worked and the good moments, but working full time and trying to build and run a business, and then also just life, spinning. Sometimes if you feel like you're spinning all of the plates, I think over the last few months I've realised that it's really important for me to really focus. And with that, sometimes I think I don't feel like I was as consistent as I'd like to have been. For a while I knew it was something that I wanted to work on. Last year I even considered the possibility of symptoms that seemed to reflect ADHD, which seemed like wild and revolutionary to me, that I have some symptoms that resemble ADD. Maybe that is something I need to look at, to focus, to harness. And in many ways I have, more for my own well-being and looking at my diet and looking at my way and lifestyle and thinking about how I make good steps for the next chapter of life. I don't know, I think I'm going off on a tangent a bit, but basically as a milestone it really gave me time to think about choices that I've been making and what I want to do differently showing up. And I'm constantly trying to put systems in place right now just to help me in how my brain works as I become more familiar with it. Turning 40 made me realise that, I don't want to be in survival mode anymore. I don't want to be holding back because time goes and I want to make it more, I want to live intentionally, and I know what it is that I'm passionate about and what I want to do. I want to focus on telling stories and encouraging people and inspiring others to be creative and curious. I want to focus on illustration. I want to get out the books that I've had in me and have written for many years that I've not really pursued. I want to knock on a few doors because nothing ventured, nothing gained. I don't have it all figured out. I just want to have a go and hopefully make the jump from where I am now to the dream that I've always had, which is to illustrate, to encourage others, as I've mentioned, and to write and create. So I just thought I would give you an update on where we are, and that is part of the reason why you'll have noticed, if you've been here before, that this channel has changed its name. It was called Frame Your World Co, and Frame Your World is still a part very much of what I'm doing, but I realised that I need to build a space for my art to breathe, and so decided to make this change with both YouTube channel and my Instagram channel. So if you follow me over on Instagram, you'll know that recently I started a art profile, so you can follow me at Leanne Foley Illustrates either on Instagram or on YouTube. Every Wednesday I'm uploading a new podcast episode, which is about a 10-minute episode of prompts and inspiration and things that I've learned to encourage and inspire you to be creative and curious in your life. I changed this channel because I realised that I wanted a place to share my art, to share my story, and to bring you along on the journey. And this used to be called Frame Your World Co, this channel, and Frame Your World is my shop, and it's my output of the travels that I experience and share on my travel YouTube channel, which I'll link below if you're interested to check it out. And it really lends itself to a lot of the designs that I create. Every design that I create has a story. That's why Frame Your World Co is the name of my shop, because it is about helping myself and others frame our world with inspiration, whether that is through a location or a building or an animal or a or a flower. There is always a story behind every design I create, and I haven't really been the best at telling that story for a while because I allowed myself to get distracted spinning all the plates. But I'm really excited about this new season of Focus, and so therefore we have changed this channel name to represent myself as an illustrator and artist, and so that is what you'll find here, my story, my journey. I want to take you along with me and start documenting more honestly and regularly. I'm aiming for every Sunday to upload here, and yeah, let's see how that goes. But I'll just opening up the camera, filming and bringing you along. I'm doing lots more drawing and filming as I go, so if there's anything specific you want to see or anything that you don't enjoy, I would love to hear that, so let me know in the comments. It would be really nice to hear from you. This is going to be my new channel, Leanne Foley Illustrates. I've also got a new website that I created, Leanne Foley Illustration, and that has really been a place where I've been able to upload my art portfolio. It acts as a hub of everything now. So this channel is going to focus again on my art, and I'm going to take you along on the journey. You're going to see the honest, the messy and the hopeful. So if you're someone who has been figuring things out slowly, then this is a place for you too, and I hope you'll join me on the journey. Another project I've been working on lately that I'm going to be sharing more on this channel as well is around the children's book that I've been working on with a friend. So I've actually had stories to share, both a chick lit novel, and some kid stories that I've had in my notebook for quite some time. The last couple of months, some personal things shifted for me where, as I said, it also led me to focus and reflect, and a friend of mine reached out and she's written a story with her child in mind. I'm really excited about it, so I'm working on the children's book illustration. I've got a little bit more to do this week, and then hopefully we'll be in final full draft mode, so stay tuned for more on that, and I'll update you next week on the blog. The other thing to mention is I'm also making some changes around Frame Your World Co. So I do create a lot of the things I make in this studio, but I have decided going forward that I will still make things in the studio. Prints will still come out of here, stickers. I'll still do collections along the seasons, but I will be using more print on demand, and I've been working to share this with you for about 2 months because this year my word for the year is all about being brave and transformation, and I didn't realise what that would entail at the beginning of the year, but I certainly can start to see what that needs to entail going forward. So we're going to be stepping out, we're going to be sharing my story and showing up raw and authentic, and this is me type style. So yeah, stay tuned for more sharing.